Us won at last. Still trying to absorb one shock after another. And how are we greeted upon our arrival? A day of police interrogation. We didn't reach the hotel until now. You there! I'm Mr. Pennington. Remember me? Is my room ready?
Yes, sir. Everything is ready. You are in room number 106.
Oh, it's not the same as last week? I like that one.
I assure you, sir, you won't notice the difference.
Oh, my feet are killing me. My back. The police might as well have beaten me. What brutes. Oh, those embarrassing personal questions, as if I were a criminal when we already know the truth.
Yes, the police could have simply relied on Monsieur Poirot's explanations. It would have saved us from wasting our entire day at the police station.
Fortunately, we're leaving tomorrow. They won't be seeing me in Egypt again anytime soon, I can tell you that.
Thank you for assisting me with the official statement to the police today, Miss Royce. Repeating it all for the police requires great patience.
I agree with you on that, Mr. Poirot. But I enjoyed the expressions on their faces as you explained the facts. It was my pleasure. At any rate, I understand we won't have to return there tomorrow?
No, the Egyptian police can take over from here. The narrative I provided seems to satisfy them. The case will be officially closed.
My God, I'm so hungry.
Then let's eat. All this excitement has made me quite hungry as well, my boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, your dinner is ready to be served. If you would kindly proceed to the terrace, everything has been arranged.
What a deplorable, exhausting day. I'm going straight back to my room to take a bath.
Mr. Poirot, I'm very sorry to disturb you, but the police commissioner just called. He would like to ask you a few more questions at the station.
What can be so urgent it can't wait until tomorrow? It's late. The little grey cells must have their rest.
I'm very sorry, sir, but the commissioner himself insisted. It sounded urgent. Even now, a police car awaits you. They'll take you there.
It seems my decision has been made for me. Very well, let's go.
Thank you.
There are always a few more questions. Good luck.
It is the dotting of the I and the crossing of the T only.
Finally, a chance to swing by my room and go through that bag Riquetti kept so close. I seem to have gained a moustache. What have we here? An interesting discovery. beautiful evening.
Yes, I intend to make the most of it. My last night in Egypt.
As far as I'm concerned, I can't wait to be back home in the good old US of A. We have air conditioners there, you know.
Hi, how are you doing?
It may sound callous, but with all that's happened, that is, well, yes, I think we're good. We have Egypt for bringing us together.
What's up, Doc?
I'm waiting for my little carrot juice, celebrating completing a meal with no drama.
Excellent. Another record for my collection. Come to me, moustache. Don't be shy. Home sweet home. Too bad it's only for one night. My camera. Ready if I need it. Come to me, moustache. Don't be shy. Candy. A nice gesture. Okay, Ricchetti, let's have a look at your little secrets. Interesting. It looks like an organizational chart for the Spire, and there seems to be plenty of other interesting information. I think it's time to create a clue wall. Cassette tape. I need to find a way to listen to it. I need to listen to this tape. One of the passengers had a cassette player in their room on the boat. Who was it? Yes, Mr. Hayashi has a cassette player. I'll ask him. With this cassette player, I can listen to Ricchetti's tape. A second tape. And a third one. Emmy! My Emmy. Video surveillance cameras. AWL security was spying on her. A list of coats of arms? Targets that the Spire was aiming at? And I feel like I've seen some of these coats of arms before. Emmy, I promise you, I will find out who ordered your murder. They will pay. It's Lynette Doyle and her father. What did Richetti want from them? And that manor in the back, it looks familiar. I never saw this man. Number 12. Photo of a funeral. Strange. Tyrone! Killed in New York, trying to defend his neighborhood. A note with an interesting seal on it. Another note with a seal. A seal? I'm going to take a photo for my clue wall. My God! The leaders of the Spire. It's more like a cult than a criminal organization. Another note with a seal?
Flint. What are you waiting for? Where is the validated mission order? No need. That's not protocol. Protocol is I tell you what to do and you do it. You execute, and that's it. It needs to look like an accident. Get it done. Today. Okay, boss. If the... You still haven't eliminated Flint. What are you waiting for? Where is the validated mission order? No need. That's not protocol. Protocol is I tell you what to do and you do it. You execute, and that's it. It needs to look like an accident. Get it done. Today. Okay, boss. If the Spire accuses me of acting alone in Flint's death, this tape is proof that I carried out the Bear's orders. Memo number 13, December 9, 1971. My investigation is progressing well. I've already uncovered a large part of the Spire organization. Unfortunately, I can't put names to the positions yet, but I will eventually figure it out. One thing is certain. Whenever someone dies in the organization, it's the person below them in the hierarchy who takes their place. That should help me identify them all.
Internal note. Logistics are currently slowed at AWL because of the spy in our midst. We need to do something. Deliveries are falling behind. Customers are growing impatient. They will start looking at the competition. As the logistics director, I am deciding to deliver Order H53 despite the risks.
Yes. When I searched his room on the boat, I'm almost certain Ferguson had a similar coat of arms on his ring. At some point, I'll need to get Ferguson to confirm that. For now, I have more important things to do. I was born to be a detective. When I searched her cabin on the boat, I saw that Cornelia had a picture of herself as a young girl with the same manor house in the background. At some point, I'll need to get Cornelia to confirm that. For now, I have more important things to do. Another win with my name?
I'll be there in a moment, May. I'll just wash up quickly. I'm not feeling very well.
That's Kapoor's voice. Kapoor is the one behind the Eagle, the logistics director of the Spire. That one's for you, Emmy.
Do what you think is necessary.
That's Ricchetti's voice. That means the bear ordered Ricchetti to kill someone named Flint. And Ricchetti killed him and made it look like an accident. Yes! Sometimes I even surprise myself. No. No. Vikram Kapoor. So this seal belongs to him. The seal that Ricchetti had in his satchel matches the seal of the spider in the organizational chart. This confirms that Ricchetti was indeed an enforcer for the organization, but more importantly, it shows that each position in the organization has an assigned seal. My God! These notes represent mission orders for Ricchetti to kill targets. The mission order for Tyrone's execution. The seal looks like the same one as the head of the organization. This damn piece of paper is the order for Emmy's murder. And again, that same seal. The order to kill Emmy came from the highest ranking person in the Spire, the King. All that's left is to discover his identity. And again, that same seal. This guy was investigating the Spire. He seems to have started to uncover their organizational chart, which explains why he must have been executed. Good. Excellent. The man in the center is wearing a lion mask. He seems to be the leader of the spire. It's the same walking cane. I can't be mistaken. Meluish Ridgway is the man on that throne and behind that mask. Great work. No. No. This photo was taken at Meluish Ridgway's funeral. He was Lynette's father, but more importantly, he was one of the wealthiest people in England. His death was on the news for weeks. Meluish Ridgway had been the lion of the spire for years, but today he is dead. According to the journalist's tape, it is always the person hierarchically below who takes the place of their superior when they die. The wolf has inherited the position of the new leader. Emmy was assassinated long after Meluish Ridgway's funeral. So it's the wolf who is the mastermind behind Emmy's murder. But who is hiding behind that name? Excellent. Good thinking. Emmy, someone reported you to those bastards. It's because of them that I lost you. This document was sent by the man behind this seal. Emmy was indeed murdered because she was caught investigating the spire. Vikram Kapoor got wind of this and reported her to the head of the spire. Their leader then ordered Richetti to execute her. No. The man talking to Ricchetti is the bear, and he is his superior. I believe it's this person.
Mr. Pennington, open up!
Stop acting like a child! Open this door!
What's going on? I should go check.
Mr. Pennington, there's water flowing! I'm going to have to come in! Mr. Pennington, please remove the chain!
Are you doing this on purpose? You can see he doesn't want to open the door.
I can open the door.
Ah, with pleasure.
And there you go. I'm going to go check.
Yes, but you won't see anything. The fuses must have blown.
Wait, I have a flashlight in my room. Here.
Thank you. Stay here. I'm going to check. Another of the world's strangest collectibles. Pennington. He's dead. Another death. And with Praro gone, it's up to me to have a look around. I should investigate. A jaguar tattoo. That reminds me of something on my clue wall. We'll just take a photo of it. It looks like Mr. Pennington was celebrating. He didn't have time to shampoo his hair. The wall lamp that fell into the water must have caused the short circuit that blew the fuses in the room. The electrical wire unraveled when the lamp fell into the water. The murderer clearly couldn't have gone that way. The screw that held the lamp to the wall is unscrewed. I don't see how the lamp was attached to the wall. A fishing line with a knot. Somehow, I don't think Pennington was planning to fish for something in his bathtub. The bathtub overflowed, but not by that much. Maybe 15 minutes, 20 at the most. Okay, Jane, clues. Look for clues. Bingo! Report of a bad accident. Pennington must have been close to her to keep this article. March 3rd, 1972. Wait! No way! It looks like a mission order from the Spire. What is it doing here? Pennington has a mission order to kill issued by the Spire. He was part of the organization? This changes everything. We'll hang on to this for now. Pennington's wallet. Pennington with Ridgway. They're so young. That means he has known the Ridgway family for a very long time. Pennington looks to be in his 20s, so this photo must be over 30 years old. Who is the third person? This could help me. I'm keeping it. No balcony, and the windows are closed and locked. It's impossible for someone to have gotten in that way without breaking a window. The hall door was locked from the inside. No one could have gotten in that way.
Are you managing all right?
Everything's fine.
I saw that you stopped the leak. Thank you. And Mr. Pennington?
He's dead.
Dead? This tour is cursed.
What? He's dead? But how?
I don't know yet.
You're a detective. You must find out what is going on. Are you managing all right?
Everything's fine. Nice one. I can understand most of what I've discovered here, except for this fishing line with a knot. It must have been holding something. But what? Yes! The fishing line was holding the lamp to the ventilation grate because the screw wasn't really securing the lamp to the wall. It is bizarre, but clear. I'd better check in with the receptionist. Not really that complicated. Mr. Pennington was electrocuted, probably by a wall lamp that fell into his bathtub.
But that's terrible!
The lamp was only held up by a fishing line attached to the ventilation grate. I suspect that's not a quick fix.
What? This is a luxury hotel. It was once a palace. We do not attach lamps with pieces of string.
I believe you. I didn't think so. In any case, we need to call the police so they can conduct a proper investigation.
The police? The reputation of the hotel is going to be ruined. They'll think it's the hotel that did this shoddy work that led to a guest's death.
I'm sorry, it's not that simple.
Oh, really? What makes you think that?
Let me explain. The screw that held the lamp was 3/4 unscrewed, so that it wouldn't hold the lamp by itself. The screw allowed the string to be attached to the ventilation grate. It was premeditated. This is a cleverly crafted trap. I can say with certainty that Pennington was murdered.
A murder? So the killer entered the room to cut the string? This is supposed to make me feel better?
There was no way for the murderer to get into the room. This part remains a mystery. How could they cut the string without entering the room? I'll find out. But in the meantime, we need to notify the police.
No, please. They'll conclude it was an accident caused by our establishment's negligence. They would never believe such a complicated explanation. I don't want to end up in prison.
It won't come to that, I promise you. We must notify the police. But while we wait for them to arrive, I will do my best to unmask the murderer.
Oh, thank you. I guess I'm counting on you.
I'll start by questioning the neighbours. They might have seen or heard something. But I also discovered some extremely interesting information that will go on my clue wall. I have a lot of work ahead of me. Miss Van Schuler, I need to question you, and I would also like to inspect your room.
You want to rummage through my things again?
No, I just need to check if there is access to Mr. Pennington's room.
You think there's a secret passage to his room? What a ludicrous idea. Be my guest.
Well hidden, but not quite well enough. No passage or any other way to enter Pennington's room. But I really didn't expect to find one. No balcony. As I suspected, the murderer couldn't have entered Pennington's room that way. How are you doing?
How do you think? With all these deaths, I'm afraid I'll be next. I'm not leaving my room until I can leave this godforsaken country.
Pennington also stayed in his room, and yet that didn't stop him from being killed. Can you tell me what you were doing before Mr. Pennington's death?
Yes. After dinner, I came back to my room at the same time as Mr. Ferguson. I didn't use a secret passage either.
Yes, I saw you.
I wanted to complain at the reception because I was missing a towel. When I went out, I saw a puddle of water in front of Mr. Pennington's door. I went down to inform the receptionist. He came back up with me. Then you arrived. End of story.
That's clear. Thank you. Mr. Ferguson, your neighbour, Mr. Pennington, had an accident in his bath.
Was it serious?
He's dead. An electrocution. I'm trying to understand the circumstances. May I come in? I will need to question you and would also like to inspect your room.
No, I don't think so. You already searched my cabin on the boat. What do you hope to find this time? No, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to let you do that again.
May I at least ask you some questions?
If you must.
You still don't want to let me check your room?
No, and I don't want any fresh towels either.
Tell me about your evening.
I came back to my room after dinner. I haven't gone out since. I needed to be alone to collect my thoughts after this eventful day. I heard a huge crash a few minutes ago. That's all I heard.
The crash was probably me opening Mr. Pennington's door.
Oh, the subtle detective approach. I see.
Anything else?
No.
When we were on the boat, I saw your signet ring in your cabin. Could you show it to me again?
Why would you want to? I don't see any connection to your investigation. No way!
Your reaction is strange. One could almost say it's suspicious. Do you have something to hide?
Nothing. This is ridiculous.
Good evening, Mrs. Allerton.
Yes?
I'm tying up some loose ends in all that has happened. Would you mind answering one or two questions?
Oh, go ahead. Let's get it over with.
I'm afraid Mr. Pennington is dead.
Another death? I thought once we left the boat. How can this be happening?
You didn't know he was dead?
No, I haven't left my room since I came back from dinner. I didn't know anything about it. My goodness, his room is right next to mine.
You didn't hear anything?
I don't think... No. Wait. There was a fairly loud crash a few minutes ago.
Yes, that was me breaking down a door.
Oh, I see.
Anything else?
Besides the neighbors on the other side talking.
Thanks. I'm sorry for bothering you. I saw that your son is taking good care of Rosalie.
Yes, I'm very proud of my boy. I think this trip has made him grow up.
Good evening, Cornelia. I hope I'm not bothering you.
Not at all. I was just reading.
I have bad news. Mr. Pennington is dead.
Oh no! An accident?
He was electrocuted. It clearly wasn't an accident. Since Mr. Poirot is not here, the hotel has asked me to look into it. When I searched your cabin on the boat, I remember a photo in your pocket watch. Could you show it to me again?
If you like. But why?
There's a detail I would like to check.
Oh, really? How peculiar. Here it is.
Exactly what I remembered. Would it bother you if I borrowed the photo for an hour or two?
But why? I'm very attached to it. Do you really need it?
It would help me. I promise I'll take good care of it.
All right then.
Thank you again for lending me the photo.
Please be careful. It's the only photo I have left of my father.
The photo of the Ridgway family looks more recent than the other one. The family of Cornelia Robson is on the Spire's target list. While head of the Spire, Meluish Ridgway stole all the assets of the Robson family, including their home. Not really. Unlike the other orders, this kill order has all the organization's seals. All of the Spire agree to take down this man for treason. He was therefore killed by Richetti. Almost. That jaguar tattoo is strikingly similar to the one from the Spire. Pennington is the jaguar of the Spire. No. Good thinking. This woman who died in that car accident, she's the one Pennington is holding hands with when they were younger. Pennington seemed to care for her. A stump? These two people are both missing a hand. There's a good chance that she is the wolf. No. No, no, no. Isabel Flint died the day after Melhuish Ridgway's funeral. No. Flint, like Isabel Flint. This woman was apparently murdered by Richetti on orders of the Bear. He apparently ignored the spire's usual procedure for ordering assassinations. Isabel Flint is the person hidden behind the wolf. Once Ridgway was dead, she should have taken over leadership of the spire, but she didn't have time to take over. So it wasn't her who ordered Emmy's murder. That's almost it.
Did you bring back my photo?
I need to keep it a little longer. You lived in a very beautiful house back then. You seemed to be well off. Today it's clear you depend financially on your cousin. What happened?
It's no great secret. At the time that photo was taken, we wanted for nothing. Let me put it that way. My father made some bad investments. We lost everything. We were ruined. My father died shortly after. It's the only photo I have of me with my father. That's why I care about it so much.
I think you might be editing your story a little bit. It's not your father who caused your family's ruin. It was Linnet's father who targeted your family and ruined them.
Oh, really? Wherever you got your information, they're wrong. They must be.
You don't believe me? You didn't know?
My mother always told me that it was my father who caused our misfortune. I don't see why she would have lied to me.
Well, I can tell you for sure that it was Melhuish Ridgway who ruined your family. If you don't believe me, ask your mother.
I will, but it's nonsense. It must be.
Good thinking. Yes! Wonderful! That's almost it. Nice one. Not really. Great work. This kill order bears the seals of all the leaders of the Spire, except for the bear. It makes sense, considering he betrayed the organization by killing Flint behind his colleagues' backs. So this man is the bear. I finally have all the pieces of this deadly little puzzle. Isabel Flint was the wolf. She was set to succeed Meluish Ridgway after his death, but the bear saw an opportunity. He hatched a scheme to kill the wolf and take her place. Unfortunately, the Spire discovered the bear's plan and arranged his execution. After the plotting and treachery was over, all of the highest-ranking leaders of the Spire were dead, except one, Pennington. So then, 6 months ago, it was Pennington who emerged as the leader of the Spire. He was the bastard behind Emmy's murder. He ordered Richetti to kill her. But Pennington died before he could be brought to trial. He will never be arrested or judged for his crime, and the truth about Emmy's death will never come out. No, I can't let it end like that. Someone is still out there. Someone who has prevented me from putting Pennington behind bars, and I'm going to find out who that was. The Spire ruined Cornelia's family. If she knew about it, and if she's aware that Pennington is the head of the organization, that would give her a strong motive for killing him. I did great. Nice one. Nice one. Tell me about your evening.
I came back to my room after dinner. I haven't gone out since. I needed to be alone to collect my thoughts after this eventful day. I heard a huge crash a few minutes ago. That's all I heard.
Oh, yes. Were you really alone?
Yes, I've already told you that.
Yet Mrs. Allerton clearly heard conversation in this room with someone. And I don't think you were talking to yourself.
Yes, sorry. Too much commotion. I almost forgot that I was indeed with Cornelia. She came to check on me and stayed for barely 15 minutes.
What time did she leave?
At around 8:40 p.m. She wasn't feeling well and wanted to rest.
So Cornelia was in Ferguson's room when Pennington was electrocuted. But he lied to me. He might be hiding something. Your story doesn't track. The more you insist on preventing me from entering to inspect your room, the more suspicious you look.
All right, be my guest. I have nothing to hide.
Thank you. It won't take long. Show me that ring. You've already lied to me once, so you can understand why I have doubts about your good faith.
All right, fine. I'll go get it. Here it is. Happy now?
I'm going to draw this coat of arms for my clue wall.
So, is this the murder weapon? Are you going to put the handcuffs on me?
Not yet, but you shouldn't take this situation so lightly. No balcony. I knew the murderer couldn't enter Pennington's room that way. A ventilation grate. Let's see where it leads. This ventilation grate can be easily removed. I knew it! The two rooms are connected. Looks like Ferguson is actually part of the Dawlish family, one of the richest families in England. The spire seemed to be targeting his family. What did you do after your meal this evening?
I have a little secret. I don't know if I should tell you.
Does that little secret involve Ferguson?
Well, if you know, why ask? Yes, I was with him. But please don't tell anyone. Cousin Marie would strongly object to me dating someone beneath me, she'd say.
Don't worry, I can keep a secret. So you were with him and?
Nothing special. I met him after dinner. We talked for about 15 minutes, but I was exhausted from all the drama. I went back to my room and haven't left it since.
And when you were in Ferguson's room, did you hear anything?
No, but I wasn't paying much attention to anything happening outside the room.
The bear was killed for ordering Flint's death without following the spire's normal procedures. Great! Perfect! Excellent. Great work. Absolutely. Nice one. Great. Correct. No, no, no. No. No, no, no. Awesome. Right. That's it. I did great. Absolutely. I've uncovered the little mystery of your signet ring.
Again with my signet ring? Are you insane? It's just a perfectly ordinary signet ring. My father gave me that ring. I keep it safely in a secure box, because it holds a lot of sentimental value for me.
Your signet ring is not as ordinary as you claim.
Really? What makes you say that?
You dress like a hippie, but you are in fact the heir of the Dawlish family, one of the oldest and richest in England.
Okay, I've been uncovered. Well done, detective, and so what? What do you care how I dress?
Why all the secrecy?
Okay, so I cut ties with my family years ago. It's impossible for me to subscribe to their bourgeois, capitalist, aristocratic, fundamentally self-centered values. I'm much better off now, living far away from them under a false identity. It also allowed me to distance myself from the parasites they call friends, who swarm around my family.
The ties haven't been severed that much. You seem to maintain quite a comfortable lifestyle. The spire is looking to ruin the Ferguson family. If he's aware that Pennington is the head of the organisation, he knows that by killing Pennington, he distances the spire from him and his family. That would be a good motive to kill him. It might have seemed that the murderer could have climbed through the ventilation grate from Ferguson's room, but it's far too small for them to have gotten through there. The murderer must have used the ventilation duct in Ferguson's room to cut the string holding the wall lamp. Another win with my name on it. Found you! Only Cornelia and Ferguson had motives to kill Pennington. And they are also the only ones who had access to the ventilation duct to cut the string at the time of the murder. One of them must be the murderer. I'm going to confront them. Test passed with flying colours. Could you please come down to the reception? It's time for me to share what this new investigation has revealed.
If it can exonerate me, I'll come down.
I would like you to go down to reception, if you don't mind.
You want to search my room? Do it. Search it all you like. I'll go.
So, did the police still need you?
I'm sparing you the details, but the case is definitely closed this time. However, I just learned that Pennington has been killed.
Yes, that's right. A police officer just arrived. I've made him wait.
I've been told that you're investigating. Do you need help?
No, I think I've solved Pennington's murder.
Oh, really? So soon? I'm impressed. Please continue. For once, I only need to observe.
If you don't mind. As you know, Mr. Pennington was found dead, electrocuted in his bathtub. The wall lamp had come loose from the wall. It was clear to me that the lamp had been rigged with a string connected through a ventilation grate. But no one could have entered the room to trigger the trap.
A murder.
The trap could only have been triggered from the ventilation grate in Ferguson's room. Only 2 people were present in the room at the time of the murder, Ferguson and Cornelia. One of them killed Pennington.
I've had it with your accusations.
I don't understand anything about your story.
I'm just getting started. We first need to talk about Mr. Pennington. Thanks to documents I retrieved at the time of Ricchetti's arrest, I discovered the true identity of Andrew Pennington. He is more than just the manager of the Ridgway family finances. He is also the head of a criminal organisation called The Spire. They are involved in arms trafficking on an international level. Want to start a revolution? They'll supply every bullet. Ricchetti worked as a hitman for them.
Pennington was a crime lord? I knew he was corrupt, but to that extent.
I also discovered that Pennington was connected to my 2 suspects. Let's start with Cornelia. You were born into wealth, but your family was ruined by Pennington and Lynette's father, who was also part of the Spire. You knew this, and you decided to take your revenge.
You're wrong. My father caused his own ruin.
Let's next have a look at Mr. Ferguson. Beneath his hippie facade, he comes from one of the richest families in England. You might say, but he lives in poverty, away from his family. In this case, clothes don't make the man, and his family was targeted by the Spire to be stripped of their fortune. He takes luxurious trips with the family's money and enjoys a lavish life. Killing Pennington would ensure he could maintain that lifestyle.
What is this spire? I've never heard of it. It sounds like the villains in a James Bond movie.
The spire is real enough. I can prove it. So, both suspects have a motive to kill Pennington. Here's how the murder happened. Well done. That was it. The plan is clever. Clever yet simple. The murderer waits for Pennington to take his bath. The killer locks himself in the bathroom next to Pennington's bathroom, opens the ventilation grate, and cuts the invisible fishing line holding the wall lamp. The lamp falls into the bath, electrocuting Pennington and blowing the fuses. Miss Van Schuyler alerts the receptionist when she sees the bathwater spilling into the hallway.
A little genius, this murderer. Very little fuss or bother. Your explanations are very clear, Miss Royce. But there's a small problem.
I see where you're going with this. That's right. There's a missing piece to the puzzle. How did the murderer manage to set the trap? We know that the wall lamp had been deliberately unscrewed and hooked to a string at the grate. All of this could only have been done from inside Pennington's room, but when? No one could have entered Pennington's room from the time we arrived tonight until his death, because we all dined together. And then he went up to his room. The trap must have been set up well in advance.
But when? We just arrived.
Today is your second visit to this hotel. You were all in the hotel a few days ago, before the boat departure for Abu Simbel, Cornelia too. The room could have been entered then and the trap rigged. So the trap was set and only waiting to be triggered after the return from the cruise.
But I had the same room as last time.
If I may, we always give the same room to a guest if we know they will be returning to the hotel. You all had the same room as before the cruise. Since there were no complaints, the hotel arranged for everyone to return to the same rooms.
There's a way to be sure. I'll show you how. Here is the evidence that condemns the guilty party. I can therefore identify the culprit with certainty. Cornelia, you killed Pennington.
My cousin? Unthinkable.
But what is in that register to accuse her?
It is certain that Pennington's and Cornelia's rooms were intentionally switched in the logbook. The receptionist reiterated that he always assigns the same room.
But what happened with this logbook?
It's simple. It was Cornelia who swapped the rooms in the logbook. The night before the cruise departure, she set the trap in her room, then took advantage of the receptionist's sleep to falsify the logbook. If they were not asleep, a diversion needing their attention could be arranged. As a result, Pennington's future room was rigged. All she needed was to get closer to Ferguson during the cruise, because she knew he would have the neighbouring room, ensuring she could trigger the trap at the right moment.
Human nature will never cease to disappoint me.
Our relationship was sincere. I truly appreciate you.
Cornelia, it's time for you to tell us the truth.
Yes, it is time. For my 21st birthday, my mother confessed the truth about my father to me. I had always believed he had caused our family's ruin with his bad investments. In reality, it was Lynette's father, aided by Pennington, who stole all of our family's fortune. My father was swindled by them and couldn't bear the humiliation. I started to hate those two men. But I never held anything against Lynette. She was innocent and a good person. When we arrived at the hotel, I discovered that Pennington was there. I saw it as a sign. I was finally going to be able to fulfill the vengeance I had wished for years.
I understand your thirst for vengeance better than anyone, but it won't ease your pain.
My dear, I didn't know. I'm sorry. I should have been there for you more.
I wish I could stay a little longer, but I have to go back to London.
I would have enjoyed traveling back with you, but I'm staying a few more days. I might, finally, be able to relax and enjoy Egypt. If it is not impolite to ask, what are you going to do when you return to England, Miss Royce?
I'm not taking on any new cases right away. There's more I need to know about Emmy's murderers. I'm going to dig deeper into the Spire organization.
It is a big case you're tackling, Miss Royce. A dangerous one. I wish you the best of luck. Please, keep me informed. And if there is anything Poirot can do, please just ask.
It's been a pleasure, Mr. Poirot.
For me as well, mademoiselle. Of course, there were 1 or 2 points in your summation of the crime where you erred.
What? When? Why didn't you speak up during my explanation?
But you were doing so well, and I knew you were doing it. You needed to do it. For your dear Emmy. Let it never be said Poirot does not recognize when love speaks. It is better just to listen.
I wish we could share it, Emmy.